Fellas, I don't care if you played sports back in the day, get your fat ass in the gym. Ladies, BBLs are dangerous, and be careful who you follow on Instagram. So I'm 30, Jason, you 30, Toon 30, you 23. 23, you a little younger than us. Ray's 41.
Yeah.
So this is for Ray, and fellas, of course, we gonna chime in. As you get older, as men get older, we feel like we got to do less shit. You know, this dumbass man on TikTok the other day said he's 45, and anybody who still does push-ups at 45 and they're not a professional athlete is insane. So, you know, I had to cut his ass up real quick. But as we get older, a lot of men tend to scale back. They think they need to do less. They think it's time for them to get the pot belly. They think it's time for them to get the man titties, the little back. So as a man who's over 40, and you still killing shit, you going hard. I see you every day, 3:30 in the morning. What do you have to say to those men who think it's time to scale back as they get older?
What I have to say is that I feel like things get kind of better. You know what I'm saying? You know, an older gentleman has something over a younger gentleman. You know what I mean? Which is muscle maturity. You know what I mean? Like if I've been bench pressing for more years than you, you know, development in my chest is going to look better than yours. You know, you kind of forget about little stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's big too. And then secondly too, you know, the atrophy of, you know, just aging and muscle going away a little bit faster just because their testosterone is going down. You know, I've always had the mentality of like, I want to fight Father Time and fight him hard. Like I want to like, you know, go down swinging like so hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I see it. And then, you know, just being in an industry where it's like a whole bunch of young folks or stuff like that, it's just really motivating to see, people like Toon and stuff like that. Y'all, you're getting it, you know, and me being 41, you know what I'm saying, still being able to like hang, you know what I mean? Like it's a good feeling. You know, I follow, but obviously I see a lot of like some of my favorite athletes like Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, MJ, you know what I'm saying? I love the way they kind of matured. You understand what I'm saying? Like they were always once young, you know what I'm saying? Once young, jumping out the gym, throwing the ball 40, 50 yards with just a flick of the wrist or whatever. But to be able to still grow old and continue to like perform at a high level because they were tweaking certain things about the way they went about it, maybe their recovery or whatever the case may be. That's what I admire, you know, and I look at that and I try to like, you know, emulate that, you know what I mean? So, you know, certain things like to keep the physique that I got, you know, I may not do what the young dudes do, you know what I'm saying? I have a different way, you know what I'm saying? Like I got my fadeaway, you know what I'm saying? I'm not driving to the rack no more. Y'all, I let E drive to the rack. E23, he could drive, he can dunk on dudes. I'm going to fade away.
What's crazy is Jordan was getting 40 with the Wizards, and Kobe last game had 60. So that's a great analogy, bro.
I tell you, man. Like
great analogy.
You just tweak your stuff, you change it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But you keep the same tenacity and you go about it in a smart way, you know what I mean? So that's from a 41-year-old. That's kind of like what I do. Plus, you know, I like when the ladies tell me that, you know, the young ladies tell me that they still into me and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that makes me work hard as well, you know what I mean?
And you're fit, more fit than guys their age, which is crazy for me to even say. So young guys, you guys got to get on your shit. Stop bullshit. Because it's older guys like Ray who's outdoing you. And I see it in the gym. Like, this guy is disciplined. He comes to the gym every morning. He's staying fit. He has a purpose. And you mean to tell me he's damn near almost what? 1.5 your age, you know, twice your age, and he's more fit than you. That's a problem, you know. So to attest to what Ray's saying, like, you know, he wants to fight time. He wants to get better with time. And the only way I feel like to do that, or the best way, is to keep your body in shape, man. So shouts out to you, Ray.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And don't underestimate that at 30, like I'm sure a lot of our peers, you've seen a lot of our peers falling off. I mean, like, but just gone. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Disappeared.
What are you doing? You go out with them and it's like, no, you're not drinking, you're not eating that. No, motherfucker, I don't want to look like you. I fucking wake up in my sleep sweating, having a nightmare looking like your fat ass. Fuck out of here, bro.
You know, taking a beating by life it's easier to get beat up by life if you're not in the gym.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So much more easier.
Like I'm telling you, man, at the lowest point in my life, you know what I'm saying, the gym has been what's pulled me out.
Same here.
So it's kind of like it's like you doubling down on what life is doing to you. You're like, man, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Now I know CMarty calling me to come to the gym, like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like you doubling down when you do that.
Really are.
Versus like I'm depressed, but let me go see what CMarty's talking about.
You're throwing in the towel.
You get with CMarty.
Yeah.
His energy starts to rub off when you hit. You know what I mean? And then it moves you in a direction, because depression is like it's being in one spot.
Oh yeah.
And not wanting to get out that spot.
Yeah.
So when you can get with somebody with energy like E or Tune, and they moving in a direction, it'll rub off on you. So you're like, all right, fuck it, you gonna pull me out of this ditch.
Yeah.
So
you know what, bro? I'm actually glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Hey, stay in the mic, man.
I don't know. I'm right. I'm sorry, because I get into it and I start talking to y'all niggas. I'm like,
energy got drifted.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I've witnessed Ray go through some bullshit. Your energy ain't changed once.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, Ray was the same that day. Like I saw Ray later that day. He was like, "What's up, CMarty?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro." And then, you know, even with Tune, I see Tune in the gym, and but I can tell you be going through some shit sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
And the reason I know is because I be having my days too.
Facts.
And sometimes I'll see you and I won't. I'll run into you eventually, but I don't speak to you right away, because I could just tell
you can feel
you're going through some shit. Yeah, you can feel it. But just being in the gym, you could go through it, and your energy going to change, and you could somehow turn it into something positive. And you know, last point, I'm gonna let y'all chime off of this. There was a girl in the gym the other day, and all I said was, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I said it with some passion like that, and she found me downstairs, and she was like, "I just want to say thank you, because nobody asked me how I was doing all week. I probably had the worst week of the year.
Wow.
You the only person to ask me."
Yeah.
And she was like, "So now every time I see you, I'm gonna ask you how you doing."
Yeah.
And sometimes if you want that good energy, you just gotta put it out.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just gotta put the energy out.
It'll come back.
Motherfuckers put this bad energy out and wonder why they got a fucking cloud over their head all the fucking time.
I've trained like clients or whatever, and they come in, and I know that they're going through something. Like he was saying that, you know, Tune will be going through something, or I'm going through something. And like my method to that sometimes is honestly not to talk to him at all. And like you just said, like Elijah will do to you. Like you see him come through and he's like dragging, just throw him into like a heavy compound off the break.
Let's get
fuck him up off the break. Off the break, just fuck him up to the point where he's not even thinking about whatever homegirl said to him. He like, this nigga's trying to fucking kill me. Let me think about what I'm currently doing, because I'm about to die. You know what I mean? And then like once they're done, and like you said, the endorphins are pumping, they're like, it's nothing better than as a trainer getting that dap from somebody like, I almost died, but we made it. You know what I'm saying?
We made it.
Then they're like thinking to themselves like, I forgot that I was even going through something, you know?
Listen, that's where your experience is so valuable, because now that you say that, I can see it. There's so many times where I've had a client that I could tell was in a bad mood, and I try to, what's wrong? That doesn't, but the times that I just threw them in the fire, that did make a big difference. I never even noticed like the comparison between those two.
Yeah. I want to make a couple points. One that we're physically talking about right now, but more importantly, and I guess you guys can all attest, or you know, you guys can vouch that once you finish a fire workout, you know the workout was fire. You're going through it, you know, you're jamming to your tunes, whatever the case is, right? And you get through it. When you leave and you feel like, man, I can conquer the world. Whatever goal that I thought I had doubts about, man, I can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing other people do it. Why can't I do it? I can do it. You know, and I'm gonna do it. That workout gives you that extra push over the hump to feel like you can get whatever it is that you want to get accomplished and get it done and be efficient with it. But the second point I wanted to make is, and you guys should start practicing this. If you do, kudos to you. But if you don't, you know, I suggest you implement this. We're all pretty big on energy, right? You can look at somebody's body language, their facial expressions, you know, even if you just greet them and the energy or the response is the monotone or doesn't have much energy behind it, right? You can feel that. You'd be like, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you just, sometimes not what we say, but how you say it, right? You know, I can call you, man, you're a fucking asshole. Or I can be like, man, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
It sounds two different ways, right? Same thing, like you're just saying, hey, like, hey, how you doing today? They might be like, I'm okay, or I've had better days. You probably got a response like that. But maybe if you try asking like, hey, like look at them like you body language, right? You can speak through your eyes. You can speak through eye contact, through your hand movements. People pick up on that, the trajectory of your words. But more importantly, rather than asking, hey, how you doing? Because naturally the natural inclination is to be like, I'm good, and keep it pushing, right? And that's the end of the conversation. But maybe if you just approach them like this, so when you realize something's wrong, you can just clearly tell, it's like, hey, is everything okay? And then they'll look at you with a different energy, right? Yeah. And they may not open up initially, right? But maybe if you hit them with, hey, is everything okay? Like how's your mental? Is anything on your mind you want to talk about? And I guarantee you'll get a more favorable response because now they realize that you care. Yeah. Beyond the surface level of asking. You know what I'm saying? Beyond the surface level of asking, hey, like, are you good? Or hey, how's your morning going? Because naturally, if you're having a bad morning, you're not gonna be like, oh, it's good. It's gonna be like shitty, or I don't feel like being here, or I don't feel like fucking working out. And it's like, damn, now you get that response like, man, I don't want to train this person. They got a bad attitude. But if you really just kind of take the time, and sometimes we may not have the energy to even want to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We may not have, we may be having a bad morning. Like, man, fuck, I don't want to see this person anyway. Yeah. And they're coming with shitty energy, shitty attitude. Yeah. Now any little peep out of them, you want to be like, man, I just want to tell this person, go to fuck home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But for that.
Yeah, let me. But more importantly, I'm gonna let you tap in because I'm almost done. But pretty much, I'm saying if you just dig a little, if you peel back the curtain just a little bit more, just like, hey, look at them, like be sincere, like, hey, like, is there anything on your mind? Is there anything on your mental? They'll tell you what's going on. They'll tell you what's going on in detail, and then during the workout, they'll feel a lot better because now they realize like this person cares, or damn, this person cares enough to want to really understand what's going on. Maybe I should do what they're telling me during this workout.
I can see that.
And they'll feel a lot better after, and they'll let you know like, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. They might even text you later like, man, that really like saved my day. But then go ahead, E.
No, I was just going to ask you, because I know you said like sometimes somebody comes with you with bad energy.
Correct.
But you already got your own stuff going on. Has anybody ever noticed that in you? Like one of your clients, oh, hey, what's wrong with you today? Like you seem different today.
Yeah, of course.
Like, absolutely. Have you ever had to balance that?
Happens all the time. And, you know, as trainers are like going back to the initial conversation we were having, whereas though, like, you're the therapist, right? So they're coming to you because they need help with their problems. A lot of time their problem is the health, right? But more importantly, we have a way of masking how we are feelings, right? We have to, because they're looking for us to bring the energy. They're looking for us to instill, good karma, whatever the case may be, good energy, great workout, right? They're paying us for that. That's the service that we're providing them. So given that fact and that we're always high spirited, high energy, they can tell when we're off our game, and they'll be like, hey, are you okay? Or like, what's going on? No, they may not go deep into it and ask like, hey, what's on your mental? But I guarantee you, if you start asking them that, like, hey, how's your mental? And one of those days where they may realize that you're not 100% or you're not on your game completely, they'll start asking you that, and you'll appreciate it.
They will definitely ask you that, and they can notice when you are off.
Correct.
It's very easy to notice when your trainer's off, just because, like you said, and everybody understands, is that our energy is what they pay for. You know what I'm saying? And I take my energy extremely serious. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, like it's not a game. Like you start every morning off, got to read the scripture, or listen to a motivational podcast or something like that, just to kind of get my mind right. Start the morning with that, my coffee. You know what I'm saying? Ritual. Think about I got a ritual. You know what I'm saying? Think about what I'm grateful for, and then I roll up in there. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for a trainer to do, and I know not everybody has the luxury to do this, but I feel like a trainer should give himself his best energy first. You understand? Like, I love Chris, man. Chris is my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like my coworker. Like we work right next to each other, whatever the case may be. And I'd be so mad because I'd be wanting Chris to get his best energy, but he gives his best energy to his clients, and they should be grateful. Hopefully they listen to this podcast and they should know that Chris wakes up in the morning bright and early and he gives his best energy to them. Then he takes care of himself way later in the day. Like Chris be working out at like 2, 1 o'clock. I'll be like, damn, bro, that's so many motherfucking hours, bro. Like, god damn, man, you got to motivate yourself. Like Chris walking the joint with a bang in his hand, like, bro, about to get this fucking workout done. You know what I'm saying? About to fucking kill this shit.
And then you see me 15 minutes later going crazy.
You kill it, man. I've killed it with you, so I completely understand. But it's just give yourself your best energy. Make sure you know what I'm saying, motivate yourself. And I guess I'm talking to other trainers or whatever, or even people who work out. You know, just take care of your mental before you enter into any space. Yeah. But they come to us for our energy or whatever the case may be. So when we're off, my clients can always tell when I'm off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so high energy, you know what I'm saying, with it or whatever. So they do definitely check on me. I have clients that even call me sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like after I leave the gym, they'll call me and they'll be like, hey, something seemed off. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's funny. We talk about them giving us their personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've given my clients my personal life. Yeah, you know, some of my longtime clients know like the whole rundown. They could be like, you know, Ray's this, you know, Ray has 2 kids, you know, this is what he likes to do. So, you know, everybody knows in here, man, like, you know, you get the best results when you get close to your client. And some of these people, man, end up being like really close friends and families for real. So
facts.
Yeah, you know, just before we switch gears, just to touch on what you said about when you get that feeling after a great workout, conquering the world.
Right.
Bro, I can't tell you, like, we're getting those mental reps 7 days a week.
Yeah.
The average fat motherfucker, they getting no mental reps.
None.
0 out of 7 days a week. And we getting it 7 out of 7 days a week. So our confidence is so much more than those people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So think about that next time you see somebody hating on you or just feeling bad. Like our mental reps, we feel like we could conquer the world every day. So it's just going to be different. And that applies to clients too.
Absolutely.
All right. Anybody got anything else to say before we switch gears?
No.
All right. This is the best fitness podcast out.
Stamp it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing. But I'm going to take it as a compliment.